This is my story, my journey with English. I did not start strong. I started with fear. I started with mistakes. I started with nothing. But little by little, step by step, I changed. I want to share with you how I went from zero to confidence, from silence to speaking, from fear to success. Stay with me, because this story is also about you, and it may change the way you see your own journey. I never thought English would be so hard. The first time I tried to speak, my mouth froze. The words were stuck. My tongue felt heavy. My mind went blank. People looked at me. Some smiled politely. Others laughed. I wanted to disappear. I wanted to hide. I remember my first English class. I sat in the back, silent, afraid the teacher would ask me something. Every question felt like a bullet. Every word felt like a mountain. When I opened my book, the letters danced. The sounds were strange. The grammar looked impossible. Nothing made sense. I tried to repeat after the teacher, but my accent was strong. My voice was shaky. I felt embarrassed. I felt small. The other students seemed better. They answered fast. They laughed together. I felt outside. I felt stupid. I felt like English was not for me. I went home that day, with tears in my eyes. I thought, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I should quit. But something inside me refused to give up. I don't know why. Maybe it was pride. Maybe it was hope. Maybe it was a dream that I could not kill. So I kept going. But it was not easy. Every time I tried to speak, I made mistakes. And every mistake felt like a knife in my chest. I remember once in class, the teacher asked, "What did you do yesterday?" My mind exploded. The words were simple, but I could not answer. I looked at the floor. My cheeks turned red. My classmates waited. Silence filled the room. Finally, I said something. It was wrong. Completely wrong. People laughed, and I laughed too. But inside, I was broken. That night, I promised myself I would try harder. So I stayed awake, studying verbs, writing sentences, repeating words aloud. But the next day, I forgot everything. My memory failed me. My brain betrayed me, and again I felt like a failure. English became a wall, a giant wall that I could not climb. I looked up, and it was endless. I looked around, and I was alone. At home, my family didn't understand. They asked, "Why do you need English? Why suffer? Why not stay as you are?" I had no answer. I only knew that something inside me wanted more. I wanted freedom. I wanted opportunities. I wanted to travel, to work, to connect with the world. But in reality, I was stuck. My grades were bad. My confidence was gone. My dream felt impossible. There were moments when I threw my books on the floor. Moments when I screamed in frustration. Moments when I closed my eyes and wished I could wake up already fluent. But life doesn't work that way. There is no magic pill. There is no shortcut. Only effort. Only patience. Only pain. I remember walking to class one morning. It was raining. Cold. Dark. And I thought, why am I doing this? Why am I torturing myself? I almost turned back. I almost quit forever, but my feet kept moving. Step by step, slow, heavy, but moving. In class that day, the teacher gave us a simple exercise, to read a short text aloud. My hands shook, my voice trembled, but I read, slow, broken, full of mistakes. When I finished, the teacher smiled. She said, Good. Keep going. Those words were small, but to me they were everything. They were hope. They were light. They were proof that maybe, just maybe, I could do this. Still, the road was long, very long. At night, I studied alone. No one helped me. No one believed in me. I repeated words again and again, sometimes out loud, sometimes in whispers, sometimes only in my head. And yet, progress was invisible. I couldn't see change. I couldn't feel improvement. I thought, I will never get there. This is useless. But I didn't stop, even when I wanted to, even when my chest hurt with shame, even when my eyes burned from tears. I didn't stop, because deep inside, I had a secret dream. A dream of speaking English freely. A dream of walking into a room and speaking with confidence. A dream of not feeling small anymore. That dream was weak, but it was alive, and it kept me going. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and still I struggled, still I failed, still I doubted myself. But something strange was happening. Even if I didn't notice it, my brain was changing. My ears were learning. My mouth was learning. My heart was learning. Every mistake was a lesson. Every tear was a seed. Every failure was a step. At the time, I couldn't see it. I thought I was lost. But in truth, I was moving forward. Slowly, painfully, but forward. And this was the beginning. The beginning of my journey. The journey from zero. The journey to success. I did not realize it at first, but change was already happening. My ears began to catch sounds. Words that once felt like noise started to feel familiar. Sentences that once scared me started to feel possible. I remember the first time I understood a full sentence in English. It was on the radio. The voice spoke fast. The accent was strange, but suddenly, for 1 second, I understood. Completely, clearly. And in that moment, I felt powerful. It was just one sentence, but it gave me hope. If I could understand one, I could understand more. From that day, I started listening every day. Music, movies, podcasts. Even if I understood little, I kept listening. I let the sounds enter my brain. I let the rhythm enter my heart. Slowly, my fear began to fade. It didn't disappear, but it grew smaller. One day in class, the teacher asked a question, and for the first time, I raised my hand. My voice shook. My grammar was wrong. But I spoke. I didn't wait. I didn't hide. I spoke. The teacher nodded. She didn't laugh. No one laughed. And in that moment, I felt something new. Confidence. It was small, but it was real. After that, I started speaking more. 1 sentence, then 2, then 3. And every time my fear lost a little power. I discovered a secret. The more I acted, the stronger I became. The more I tried, the less I failed. The less I failed, the more I learned. I still made mistakes. A lot of mistakes. But I stopped letting mistakes kill me. I started using them as teachers. Every error was a lesson. Every correction was progress. Every laugh was fuel. I learned to smile at my own mistakes, to keep going, to keep trying, to keep building. Soon, I noticed something. I was not the same person anymore. I was not silent. I was not afraid. I was not broken. I was learning. I was growing. I was changing. And then came the first big test. I had to give a presentation in English, in front of my class, in front of everyone. My hands shook. My heart raced. My mouth was dry. But I stood up. I spoke slowly. I made mistakes. But I finished. I survived. And when the class clapped, I realized something important. The fear was in my mind. The prison was inside me. And the door was already open. From that day, I decided I would not stop. I studied harder, but smarter. I focused on listening, on speaking, on using English in real life. I spoke to strangers online. I practiced with friends. I even talked to myself in the mirror. I filled my life with English. I changed the language of my phone. I watched movies with subtitles, then without subtitles. I read short books, then long books. Every day I gave myself a little challenge, and every day I grew stronger. Months turned into years, and slowly, English became part of me. I remember the first time a foreigner asked me for directions. I answered, clearly, naturally, without fear. And when they said thank you, I felt like I had climbed a mountain. That small victory meant more than all the hours of pain. Step by step, I built my confidence. Step by step, I built my fluency, until one day I realized something incredible. I was no longer learning English. I was living in English. I could think in English. I could dream in English. I could be myself in English, and that changed everything. English gave me freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to study, freedom to connect with the world. English gave me confidence, confidence to speak, confidence to grow, confidence to believe in myself. English gave me success, not because it was easy, but because I never gave up. From zero to success. That was my journey. And if I can do it, you can too. Because the truth is simple. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fast. You only need to keep going. Mistake after mistake. Day after day. Step after step. That is how success is built. So now I ask you, what will you do today? Will you wait or will you start? Your story is waiting. Your success is waiting. And the time is now.